Hi guys, my name is Ryan Reep, and I'm here today to talk about my game design degree and hopefully gain some more insight on exactly what that is and what it entails. For 7 years, I worked as a commercial lobsterman, and for the most part, I did not enjoy it. To me, fishing was always a means to an end. I knew that after suffering through an incredibly difficult job, I was going to reward myself by chasing my dream of becoming a video game designer. After careful consideration of schools to attend, I decided that the best fit for me was Full Sail. Its accelerated degree program meant that I could get my degree sooner and to begin working in my field faster, which are both very advantageous. Full Sail graduates are also respected by employers of each industry because they know they are getting a well educated and a motivated individual. Jameson Durrell is the course director for Bachelor's Game Design, and it is my hope under his direction that I will be successful in my time here at Full Sail University. When it comes to software and programming languages, I expect to become comfortable with quite a few. I believe I will become familiar with C++ simply because that seems to be the most commonly used code today, and although difficult to learn, it is worthwhile due to its continued success and efficiency. I also expect to become familiar with code systems like Java and software programs like Unreal and Photoshop. Having completed my research about the skills that I will need for my degree in game design, I've concluded that the skills I will have to focus on improving the most will be my artistic vision and abilities, my creativity, and my programming skills. I plan on improving these skills by practicing, learning from my mistakes, conferring with my classmates and professors, and taking criticism in the most productive way possible. In order to be a truly successful game designer, one must be proficient in all fields because if you aren't, the next person in line will be. We are working to become part of an incredibly competitive field of work, so one must give it their absolute best 100% of the time. After looking over my course schedule, there are quite a few classes that have made me nervous. These classes include discrete mathematics, intro to programming, and fundamentals of physical science. Math has always been something I've struggled with, but whenever I struggle at something, my stubborn sensibilities drive me to become better. Being bad at something, whatever it may be, is simply not something I can tolerate. I've always been hard on myself, even as a kid, so I'm determined to do well in the course, but nonetheless, I'm still anxious to begin. I'm also nervous about the programming course because it's something I've never attempted before, and from the outside looking in, it can be a bit intimidating. As for the physical science course, I'm not even sure what that means exactly, so having said that, I'm nervous for that course too. Although there are courses I'm nervous about, there are also courses I'm excited about and believe that I will succeed in. These include, but are not limited to, English composition, building functional groups, and historical archetypes and mythology. English composition has always been something I've felt comfortable with and succeeded in during my high school days. Absorbing information and putting it back down on paper with my own twist and opinions is something I do enjoy, and I believe I learn well this way. Building functional groups works well with my skill set because it will be heavily based on communication. Communication is something I believe I am proficient at, so I expect to move through this course smoothly and efficiently while hopefully continuing to improve on that skill. And lastly, historical archetypes and mythology. This is something I've always had a burning passion for. Ever since I was a kid, I was obsessed with Greek mythology and have always tried to improve my knowledge of this in school and in my own free time. With a strong knowledge of mythology from all over the world, one can imagine how valuable that would be as a game designer. Succeeding in the hard classes I mentioned previously will be extremely difficult, but through determination, fortitude, and communication with my fellow peers, I believe I will succeed. I want nothing more than to succeed at Full Sail, and it is my foremost goal in my life right now. I won't be deterred from this, even if I make mistakes, because I know that this is what I want to do. There will be setbacks, but I will continue to move forward. And when it feels like I've hit a wall or I can't seem to understand something, I plan on reaching out to my classmates for help, and it is my hope that if they're in the same position, they feel like they can do the same. By implementing the time batching techniques I learned from previous courses, I believe I'll be able to properly manage my assignments, my projects, and of course my daily life. I've been making weekly schedules since my time in psychology of play, and they've been instrumental in my success. I plan on holding myself accountable and maintaining a constant state of discipline. Luckily, I have people in my life that support me in my decision to return to school, and having these people by my side will help me succeed at Full Sail University. Thank you guys for watching. I look forward to seeing all of your presentations as well. Thanks again.